I don't know. We're in a situation where everything's upside down. I was just reading this op-ed piece by Hal Lindsey in Harbinger's Daily, and he makes some great points. Things I think we've said before, basically, but puts it really well. Anytime we approach the end of a particularly tumultuous year, we look forward to the next year as a return to normal. Yeah, but that doesn't happen anymore, right?
That ship has sailed, bro.
He said, sin deluges our society in countless ways. Consider this one. We live in a generation that has abandoned truth. The word now depicts an emotion. It's about how I feel about things rather than what is really so. Jesus spoke of truth as a foundation, something dependable that you can safely build on. But the people of our time portray truth as malleable. They speak of your truth and my truth as different things. But real truth doesn't change from person to person. Exactly. Our understandings may be different, but truth is truth, whether we understand it or not. People who devalue truth make themselves vulnerable to things like fake news, fraud, duplicity, hypocrisy, treachery, manipulation, cunning, guile, and just plain lying. Jesus prophesied that the last days would be a time of deception, and here we are. Romans 1:25 speaks of a people who exchanged the truth of God for a lie. Man, we don't want to be those people. That's a really bad thing if we are those people. And right now, it seems we are. He continues, they turn from solid, unchangeable truth to a quicksand of lies. Verse 28 says, God gives such people over to a depraved mind. For years, I've said that a depraved mind means in part that they're unable to think in their own best interests. That's so true. He goes on, but this is a real problem today, that we can't even agree on what is truth. Basic, no-brainer issues and facts that are just flushed down the toilet. You know, like gender, for one thing. I mean, it's agonizing what is going on now because you can't have a decent discussion with anybody on the left who has bought into all this wokeness.
No.
They can't make any sense.
They don't even want to.
Yeah, but they don't. Yeah, they want the opposite, and that keeps everything in chaos. And we're going to go right down the drain if we succumb to chaos. And right now, we are succumbing.
If a society can't even agree on the definition of gender,
right?
What chance does it have?
If you can't say what a woman is, as in it was Ketanji Brown Jackson, right? Yeah, it was during that hearing for her confirmation that she wasn't a biologist, so she couldn't explain to us what a woman is. Are you kidding me? Well then, hun, you better not be a Supreme Court justice.
Yeah, you might be disqualified from serving on a court if you can't just discern basic facts.
And I think you should be, but she, of course, wasn't. So we've got that going for us. And it's so bad that, the Babylon Bee does all these satires and the satirical things and situations they come up with are less outrageous than real life now. It's getting harder and harder to do satire. But this from a Babylon Bee article. Texas has voted to airlift Austin to California. In a landslide victory during a special statewide referendum this week, Texans overwhelmingly voted to have a giant airship pick up Austin via tow cables and drop the city off in California.
Yes. Yes.
As the city is mostly inhabited by Californians who left their state due to the cost of living, high taxes, and crime, and then proceeded to vote for the same policies in Texas.
Yeah.
The move is just setting things right.
Yeah, where do you want us to sit this thing?
Look at that.
That's awesome if you're listening.
It's got a giant airship and
there's Austin.
And all the
We're
cables.
just looking for a place to set her down. You got room in the Mojave Desert, don't you?
I bet they do. Yeah, you can put it right down there. The act took effect immediately, and a massive lumbering dirigible slowly crawled over the city its ominous shadow eclipsing the coffee shops, microbreweries, and vegan hemp handbag stores below. Liberals screamed and attempted to flee, but it was too late. Harpoon cannons blasted massive steel cables into the Pennybacker Bridge,
Okay.
the Independent skyscraper, and various other anchor points throughout the city. The airship then rose into the sky, lifting the city along with millions of Austin progressives thousands of feet into the air.
See ya. I love that.
Oh no! Cried recent Texas transplants Timpani and Steve Strutafud as the ground shook and they nearly fell off their electric scooters in downtown Austin.
Nice touch. I like those little touches there.
This is like totally like one of those earthquake things from back home.
Like whatever, you know, and
like hold on to your lattes. The city was safely transported back to California and dropped off in a nice rural area north of Santa Clarita.
All right, there you
There you
go.
go. That's where they put it.
They found a spot.
Texas is once again safely red, and many Austin residents reportedly don't even realize they've been transported to California.
I see.
As for any progressive transplants still living in Texas, Governor Abbott has vowed to continue secret midnight flights of these liberals back to their home countries of California, Washington, and Oregon.
Way to slip that in there.
So great. I'm sorry, though. You got to leave the barbecue places here because California doesn't deserve those.
No. We gotta do like a rescue mission.
Yes.
Recovery of the barbecue joints in Austin before we let them. Okay. All right. Now you can harpoon it. Harpoon the town.